Hey everybody, welcome back to Off the Trail. You know, this past weekend, ran around a little bit, hit a couple of the thrift stores, which I like to do from time to time, and came across a couple book finds that I think you guys might find interesting. The first one is this book here. It's called Herbs by Leslie Bremenens. Very good book. This book is in brand new condition, almost like it's never been read. You can see the inside has full color pictures, descriptions of individual types of herbs, other types of edibles, types of non-edibles, and what to look for when you're out in the woods. I thought this was a pretty neat book. Still had the original sticker on it. $18.95 is what this book retails for. This book here, 50 cents at the thrift store. So I thought that was a pretty good find. So I thought I'd share that with you. Next book, The Wilderness Cabin. This book came out, I believe, in 1971, somewhere right around there, early 70s. Kind of a neat book. It's got some interesting illustrations of how to build a log cabin, different plans, different tools that are used, different floor plans, different layouts. You know, may not be the most up-to-date book, but may be able to glean a little bit of knowledge out of this that, you know, you wouldn't have otherwise. So, The Wilderness Cabin here by Calvin Rutstrom, circa 1971, 25 cents. And then this one I actually found the most interesting is the Explorer Manual from the Boy Scouts of America. What I found so interesting about this book, other than the fact that it only cost me 25 cents, the thing I found interesting about this book is it has some really interesting information in it and really does harken back to an earlier time in this country. This book came out in 1954. So we're talking quite a long time ago. It's interesting to see what was being taught to young boys in the Boy Scouts back in the early 50s. It has a wealth of good wilderness-related skills. Actually has different structure building, shelter building information. It has some different trapping information in it, believe it or not. But what I found really interesting was it has an entire section on how young men should treat young women, and how it specifically spells out how if a young lady walks into the room and you're seated, that you're supposed to stand up when she walks in the room. You know, things like that from an earlier era that really wasn't that long ago. You know, it's just interesting to see how our values and how people's perception of each other has really changed over the years, and I really think it speaks to, you know, maybe the direction that this country is unfortunately headed in. This is certainly not going to be a political video, so don't worry about that. I just wanted to share those three books with you. Herbs, The Wilderness Cabin, and the Boy Scouts of America Explorer Manual, circa 1954. Very interesting. Again, picked these up at a couple different thrift stores that I stopped at this past weekend. Total investment right here was $1, and I think I'll get more than $1's worth of enjoyment out of all three of these books. So there it is. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video.